The day my teddy came to life. Here is the story of Ella and her teddy bear Button from Humblebee Tales. Once upon a twinkly, sleepy night, in a quiet little room with glowing fairy lights, a girl named Ella was getting ready for bed. Ella loved bedtime, not because of sleep, but because of bedtime stories. And tonight, she hugged her teddy bear Button extra tight. Ella whispered, "Good night, Button. Sweet dreams." But just as the stars blinked outside her window, suddenly Ella heard a tiny voice. "Ah, is it cookie time yet?" Ella surprised. Ella waked up suddenly, eyes wide with fear. Ella whispered, "Is that you, Button? You can talk." Button took a moment to speak. Buttons replied, "Of course I can talk. I've just been waiting for the right moment, and I'm very hungry. Got any cookies?" Ella stared. Her teddy bear talking, standing, asking for cookies. This was not in her bedtime routine. Ella stares at Button, surprised by his sudden movement. Button stands tall, his demand clear. "I want cookies." Ella felt so sorry for the little Button. She decided to go to the kitchen and search for the cookie jar. She jumped out of bed, tiptoes to the kitchen, with Button hiding behind her like a spy. She whispers conspiratorially, "We have to be quiet. Mom says no cookies after bedtime." They sneaked into the kitchen, Button thrilled to see the cookie jar. Under the cloak of night, they infiltrate the kitchen, their tiny shadows dancing in the dim light. Button reaches for the cookie jar, his little hands wrestling with the lid. The cookie jar wobbled, and down tumbled Button. A loud crash reverberates through the kitchen, shattering the quiet. "Button ate all the cookies," Ella whispered. "You're a cookie disaster." Ella and Button ran to the bedroom, their laughter filling the air. Then Button climbed on the bookshelf and found a small book glowing with light. A soft magical light emanated from the book, captured Button's attention. "Ella, look! That's not an ordinary storybook." Ella and Button surprised. "Whoa! It's glowing!" They opened the book and suddenly, whoosh! The room is filled with shadows, but a magical light crossed her face. They were swept into a story world where everything was alive. Is this a dream? The world spirals, reality dissolving into a kaleidoscope of swirling stars and vibrant sparkles. An infinite cascade of light pulls us into a realm where shadows whisper and sand pulses with life. Button and Ella entered into the dreamland inside the storybook. Soon they entered. They began to explore and play in the boundless expanse of dreamland. Button enjoyed riding a whimsical flying cookie. Ella drifted alongside. Her laughter echoed across the dreamland. Ella and Button had a wonderful time in the dreamland. "This is the best dream ever!" Ella exclaimed, her voice filled with joy. Button shouted, "It's not a dream, it's a bedtime adventure." They slid down a rainbow, played hide and seek with cloud bunnies, and even had a pillow fight with the moon. The stars twinkled brightly in the infinite expanse of dreamland. But soon, the sky began to dim. But then the book began to close. Oh no! It was time to go back. They landed softly back in Ella's room. Button stretched again and yawned. That was magical. Same time tomorrow? Soft light filled Ella's room, where shadows sway in the quiet night. Ella replied, why not? Sometime tomorrow. But no more cookie jars. Button flops back into teddy pose. Silence. Just like that, Button went still, just a bear again. Or was he? Then Mom appeared at the doorway. Good night, Ella. Sleep tight, Ella replies softly. I will, Mom, and Button too. And from that night on, bedtime was never just bedtime again. And good night to you too.